Welcome back everyone. If you're new to the channel, on this channel I share about my farming journey. So today I'm giving updates on what's going on in the farm. On the farm I only have okra. It's just mainly okra. What I usually do is that I have a bigger land, but like it's not really that big. So my main focus on producing large quantity, because with large quantity you're able to make money. Unlike if I'm having, let's say, mustard or a little bit of okra, a little bit of tomatoes, I fail to supply people, because like even now with okra, I'm even failing to supply people which I'm selling to. The main thing which I'm doing now is that I'm selling my okra to street vendors, to people who are selling at the taxi ranks at town. So usually I have like three. With those three, I usually supply them Monday and Thursday. But like sometimes I would even supply 3 times, just because of just mainly because of how much I'm able to harvest. So I've been lately affected by heavy rains. We were having floods here in Venda for the past 3 weeks. Yes, we had 3 weeks of rain, 3 weeks full of rain. And then like it was even for the first time around here, there were floods, there were houses which were destroyed. So with that, I was failing to really harvest more, because okra does want sun, you see. So the other thing is that ever since then my production were low, so I would supply to street vendors, and sometimes I would tell them in advance that I will be unable to supply them with the quantity they need. And the other thing is that even because of there was those heavy rains, even people in the community were unable to be traveling, to be having a lot of movement. So you find people not really going to town. So the sales of okra was just low. But for the past 3 days, we are recovering, because like if you check, my okra is this size now. They really grow tall if there's a little bit of sun and irrigation, And the other thing, if you're new to the channel, I don't irrigate my okra. I don't irrigate them. So my main focus now is just harvesting. And there are pests there and there, but like so far the area which I have, there are so limited pests. So my okra is just affected by fungal diseases, and it's even because of the heavy rains which we were facing. But okra did survive. Some did die, but like mainly they really did survive. So my main focus when I started this journey of okra, I know that okra does want a little bit of rain. So I planted them aiming to have to be irrigating them using rain, and I did succeed with that, because like January we were hit by floods. It was roughly 2 weeks of heavy rain. So after those heavy rains, we were then moving to February. February we were hit by rain, but slightly. But like then it was hot for like 2-3 weeks. Then we were hit by these floods which started in March. We were hit by, so the rain was like for 3 weeks, full 3 weeks. And even now as I'm speaking, the last time it was raining, it was 2 days back, and the soil is still fed with a lot of water. Like here where I am, because it's an upper level, there's not that waterlog. But if you check down there, there's still waterlog, and there's some streams of water moving, you see. So it's good to be planting near the river, just because there are source of water. In case of emergency, you can even pump water from the river. But the downside is that the place is usually flooded. If not flooded, there will be streams of water moving. So far I feel like okra is doing well. The advantages now is that there's a little bit of sun. I'm able to be harvesting okra usually than when it was raining. But even when it was raining, I was forced to be harvesting, because okra does grow. So far that's the update. The other thing, the market is looking good, but you should be prepared that when it's raining there's less movement. And even because like where I'm staying, if you check, there's that part those people have to cross the river to come this side, so they can't even tell their kids to come and buy okra from me directly because there will be floods and the bridges, people are failing to cross those bridges. So far what I can say is that okra is doing well. The downside was just those with